Hello and welcome to Herotech Systems. This is lab 8 of our CCNA Cisco Packet Tracer lab series. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to connect your router to a switch in Cisco Packet Tracer. For this lab, we're going to be using one router, one switch, one PC, one laptop, and one printer. And it's similar to simulating a small office network. So let's get right into it. I'll bring up my devices. I'll bring up my router and my switch, and I'll go to the end devices and bring up a PC, a laptop, and a printer. For the connection, we're going to use only the copper straight through cable. So I'll show you a shortcut to connect all the devices. This is how to do it. Click on connections, and this is your copper straight through cable. But before you click on the copper straight through cable tool, hold down the control key on your keyboard and click on it. Take your mouse to your router, click on the gigabit Ethernet 0/0 ports and connect to the switch fast Ethernet 0/1 port. To end this, just click on select and the cursor would return back to default. So, so the next thing we need to do is to assign the network address. All right, so for the network address, we are using 172.16.0.0 with a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. So what we're going to do now is configure the router. The interface that connects the router to the switch is gigabit Ethernet 0/0. So that's the interface we have to configure. So I'm going to go to the router and I'll go to the CLI tab. So the prompt says, would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? So the answer here, just N for no and press enter. When it says press return to get started, press enter again to bring up the prompt. When the prompt comes out, the first command is to enable. So the first command, the first prompt is the user mode. To get to the privilege mode, we have to use the command enable. So you can see the privilege mode, which is designated by the pound sign, which you see here. So to move from the privilege mode to the global config mode, you're going to use configure terminal. In the global config mode, we can now configure the interface of router 2. So interface G0/0, and we're going to give it an IP address. So we give it this IP address of 172.16.0.1. So 172.16.0.1, 255.255.255.0. And we use the no shutdown to enable the interface. So you can see the interface state has become up, so change state to up. Now we're going to now assign the IP addresses to the PC. So go to PC2 and we'll assign 172.16.0.2, and the subnet mask is going to be 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway will be the IP address of the router interface 172.16.0.1. Okay, so I'm going to copy this address, this IP address, and I'll go to the PC, to the laptop, go to the desktop tab, IP configuration, and paste the IP address. So the laptop will take the next IP address, which will be 172.16.0.3. So the 3.0.3. So we'll give it a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0 and a default gateway of 172.16.0.1. Okay. So now we'll go to the printer and assign it its IP address. So click on config tab on the printer and click on the fast Ethernet 0. Yeah, so this is the IP address and the subnet mask. So we're going to give it 172.16.0.4, 255.255.255.0. So if you want to assign the default gateway on the printer in Packet Tracer, click on the settings tab and you'll see the default gateway, which is 172.16.0.1. Okay, so now we can ping between the devices. So I'm going to ping between PC2 and laptop 2. You can see it is successful. I'll ping between PC2 and printer 2 is successful. I'll ping between laptop 2 and printer 2 is successful. And laptop 2 and PC2 is also successful. I'll ping between PC2 and router 2 is successful. I'll ping between laptop 2 and PC2 and router 2 is successful. I'll ping between printer 2 and router 2 is also successful. So this is how you can create a small office network by connecting a router to a switch. But if you ping, I just realized that there's one more test that hasn't been done. If you ping between the PC and the switch, you see it says the switch has no functional parts, meaning an IP address has not been assigned to the switch. So in our next video, I'll show you how to assign an IP address to the switch and ping between the devices, the router and the switch, and the PCs in your network and the switch. So if you found this video useful, do well to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and click that notification icon so that when we release a new lab, you'll get notified. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in our next lab. Bye for now.